So, it's the end of the month, or the beginning rather, and unfortunately, there's not going to be a devlog this month. And it's totally not from me becoming a basement dweller and no lifing Noita trying to get a no-hit run and just gambling my time away thinking I have a chance of getting a stupid little achievement because my ego's on the sideline whispering, "You can do it, one more run." No, that's not me. Anyways, let's get into the video. So after some feedback in the first devlog, I had some requests to elaborate on the shooting mechanics of my game. Hopefully I can clear up any confusion in this video. To start off, we're going to take a look at the most basic example in order to understand the foundational mechanics. In the top right corner, there are two values that affect the timing of your gun: the cast delay and the recharge time. The cast delay determines how often you can shoot within a sequence, while the recharge time determines the time it takes to repeat a sequence. And when I say sequence, I mean the sequence of modifiers in your gun. So each time I shoot, we move to the next modifier in the sequence, and the cast delay, which is displayed in the top right with a blue loading bar, will trigger. And once I get to the end of the sequence, the recharge time triggers, and once that's finished, the sequence repeats. Each shot that's fired from the gun can be considered a grouping, and each grouping can contain 0 to as many projectiles as you can fit. I currently have a couple modifiers that affect how many projectiles are included in a grouping, and in this example, I'm using the triple shot. The triple shot modifier groups the next 3 modifiers in the sequence. So now when you shoot, all 3 projectiles are shot instead of 1. You can also take these grouping modifiers and stack them together in order to make a larger grouping. When you combine 3 triple shots, you can have a grouping that contains up to 7 modifiers. The reason why it's not 9 modifiers is because the second and third triple shots are considered modifiers in the grouping. Another useful mechanic is wrapping. Wrapping happens when the end of the sequence is hit, but there are still modifiers that need to be grouped. The result of this sequence is going to be 4 groupings. The first 3 are the individual projectiles, while the last one contains all 3 projectiles. Since the triple shot is at the end of the sequence, it's going to look at the beginning and group the first 3 modifiers. In this example, we have what's called a trigger projectile modifier. It takes the next grouping in the sequence and shoots that grouping out once it collides with something. That's all for the major features as of right now. I plan to expand on this at some point, but I'm satisfied with the current system. I hope I was able to explain everything concisely, and if anybody has any questions, leave a comment down below. As for progress for the past month, I've managed to create a save and load system, and I've persisted most of the data that I want to save. I'll go a little more in depth in the next devlog. Thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.